Hello everyone, and welcome back to Mental Health Mondays. I'm Alex Warman, Student Council President and your co-host.
And I'm Brooke Burho, your Vice President and other co-host.
In this episode, we will be discussing the signs of poor mental health, possible mental illness, and ways to help yourself and your peers.
If anything mentioned in today's episode is upsetting, please make your way down to the guidance office. There's a quiet place there for you and help available. Everyone struggles with their mental health, so that's why you are not alone.
Let's begin with the definitions of good and bad mental health to give you a bit of an overview. The definition of good mental health is a state of mental well-being that enables people to cope with the stresses of life, realize their abilities, learn well and work well, and contribute to their community according to the World Health Organization.
Bad mental health is defined as excessive fear, worrying, and extreme feelings of guilt. Extreme mood changes of highs and lows, withdrawal from friends and activities, significant tiredness, low energy, problem sleeping, according to Mayo Clinic. Now that we have the big picture to reference to for good and bad mental health, let's look at the depleting signs of mental health.
So Brooke, what signs can you look out for in yourself and others?
A few telltale signs including poor connections, avoiding social interactions, low mood, feeling overwhelmed repeatedly, having negative thoughts, finding it hard to make decisions, sleeping more or less than usual, an increase or commencement of alcohol use or drug use, and a change in eating habits.
These are not all the signs, but they are some starting points to look out for in yourself, your friends, and your family to be able to support yourself and others in difficult times.
Also, these characteristics and behavior may be a sign of underlying mental health concerns and disorders.
Next, we will provide you some strategies you can use to help yourself and others.
To help a friend, let them know you are there to support them and willing to listen.
If you are able, discuss the help that is available and encourage them to speak to a mental health professional about their struggles.
Check up on your friends and family and practice patience and understanding their situations. Keep your conversations with others confidential unless there is immediate threat to physical or mental well-being.
Not only should you help others, you also need to take care of your own mental health. Make sure you take care of your body, which would include eating nutritious meals, drinking plenty of water, getting enough sleep, cutting out alcohol, smoking, vaping, and other drugs, and exercising so you feel your best.
A few more important things to do for yourself is surrounding yourself with people who are good and caring people, and always reach out for help if you need the support.
Now we're going to talk about some of the most common misconceptions surrounding mental health in our misconception session. Welcome back to Misconception Session. The first misconception we're going to talk about is that people do not recover from mental illness.
This is false. Some people can recover from mental illness. Others may just maintain or manage their symptoms through coping mechanisms, medication, but it is possible to make a full recovery from mental illness. Another misconception is that mental health is a mental illness, but as we discussed in today's episode, the qualifications for poor mental health and mental illness are a bit different.
Yes, the symptoms of poor mental health, if persistent, can lead to or be a sign of possible mental illness. Our third misconception is that poor mental health and poor mental illness is an excuse for bad behavior.
Declining mental health and mental illness are not an excuse for bad behavior. However, in some cases, they may be an explanation.
The fourth misconception is that mental illness is not common. This is very false. In fact, 1 in 3 Canadians experience mental illness within their lifetime. The most common mental illnesses in Canada are anxiety and depression.
The fifth and final misconception is that people with mental illness are dangerous.
This is also false. People with mental health problems are not more likely to be more dangerous than anyone else. As a matter of fact, most people with a mental illness are less likely to be violent and dangerous. 3 to 5% of violent acts can be attributed to serious mental illnesses, compared to others who don't have a mental illness. Thank you for joining us again on this month's Misconception Session.
We'll see you next time.
Finally, we would like to offer some resources that you can use if you or someone you know is struggling with their mental health.
If you are interested, we have linked the telephone numbers in the description.
Thank you for tuning in for another episode with me, Alex Warman.
And me, Brooke Burho.
Remember that it is okay to not be okay. We'll see you all next month with more Mental Health Mondays. Thanks for watching.